Hello, everyone. We're going to go over part 3 of our ecosystem project from our ecosystem and interactions unit. And part 3 is titled Matter Cycles. Over the past week or so, you've been breaking down 4 different articles and you've been sharing them. And now we're going to bring this all together for your project. So as you're working through this, be thinking about the four different cycles we talked about and how it relates back to your ecosystem and your organism. So as we start, there are the topic, matter cycles, and the essential question, how do organisms get matter to grow and repair their bodies? So we're focused on organisms and how they get matter. First little part is on the water cycle. And within this part, I put some helpful videos that you might want to watch to refresh your memory or build on what you learned before. And within this Google Drawing, you need to state what the water cycle is, include a diagram and a description. As always, you don't have to create your own diagram. You may find one online and cut and paste that in. Also, when you're doing this, you need to explain why the water cycle is essential for your organism and your ecosystem. So all these cycles are essential for survival, and you need to explain why each is useful in the ecosystem and for your specific organism. So second section here is photosynthesis and cellular respiration, which seems like a lot, but as you watch these videos, you realize it's pretty simple stuff. It's the interaction between plants and animals and how we share oxygen and carbon dioxide back and forth. So you will be looking at photosynthesis and cellular respiration, explaining how they're part of a cycle and work together, and explain how it's both essential for your ecosystem and organism. The third section is on the carbon cycle. Carbon is an element, and it's the essential building block for all life. And so you'll be going through a chance to talk about what carbon is, talk about the carbon cycle, and how it's essential for ecosystems and organisms. And carbon can cause climate change. So talking about an imbalance in carbon can lead to climate change. Finally, the last part here is on the nitrogen cycle and explaining how nitrogen is important to your ecosystem and organism. Much like the other cycles, you'll be explaining what nitrogen is, all of that within a Google Doc. Finally, you'll bring it all together, try to get all 4 different cycles, put them in one Google Drawing, so in one spot, and that will be the conclusion to part 3. You should be looking back at part 1 and part 2 when you get some time and making sure that is what you want, and you can keep building to that. And as always, this flows into one project at the end. We just break it into chunks for you. So good luck with your part 3. If you have any questions, please talk to your teacher.